So in my trainings, I'm often asked, of what we did here today, what part of what we did applies to my culture? And what I need to tell people is about 80–90% of it applies to all cultures. And there's a 10% gap that everybody needs to discover. One of my discoveries once, I was working in Asia, and I asked a group right before lunch, after what we worked on, what questions do you have? Sven, Stan, Joe, what would you like to know? They simply looked at the ground. They said, we don't have any questions. And talking to people at lunch, I realized that I was working with a collective culture, not an individual culture. So when I came back from lunch, I said, no, let's get into groups. And I'd like to move to a place where you can now think, if other people had listened to what we did, what questions would they have? The learning for me is to be very, very cautious in terms of cross-cultural differences to help people discover and understand the extra 10% that works in each culture. That's one of the riches of doing what I do, is help people lead and manage cross-culturally.